Our planet is full of amazing, strange and fantastic places. Hello people, welcome to Stories, Curiosities and Mysteries. Today we will see amazing, strange and fantastic places, but before starting, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a good like. It will help me a lot to move forward. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Number 19, Cine Stone Forest, Madagascar. In the heart of Madagascar's western coast lies Cine de Bemara National Park, a place so fabulous and unreal that it has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This stone forest, with its 150,000 hectares, is home to a unique geological phenomenon, the Grand Cine. Dating back to the Jurassic, the pointed limestone spears have been sculpted by rain over millions of years. Some of these formations reach heights of up to 80 meters, creating a surreal and mysterious landscape. Cine is not a conventional forest. Instead of trees and plants, it is the rocks that dominate the scene. These karst plateaus, formed by groundwater stored in high limestone peaks, create a massif composed of sharp, unstable mountains. Seen from the air, it looks like a set of caves made up of giant rocks. Despite its inhospitable geography, the forest is home to 11 familias of lemurs, 5 types of bats, 17 species of reptiles and 104 kinds of birds. Among the thorny plants and mangroves with long roots, Cine reveals itself as a corner of beauty and biodiversity in the middle of the rocky ocean. Number 18, Salares de Salinas Grandes, Argentina, are an extensive salt flat located in the center-northwest of the Argentine Republic. This vast wide landscape, made up of dry, desert salt, extends across the borders of 4 provinces, Córdoba, Catamarca, La Rioja and Santiago del Estero. With an area of 6,000 kilometers quadrados, these salt flats occupy the base level of a vast endorheic basin that is poorly drained and poorly humidified. Its altitude varies between 150 and 210 meters above sea level. The origin of this large salt flat is associated with the existence of the large Mar Chiquita Lagoon, a reactivated tectonic fault that leaves the bed of an ancient seabed exposed. Unlike other salt flats, the Salinas Grandes do not receive enough regular tributaries of water to form a large salt lake or inland sea. Currently, the boundary lines between the provinces form a geodesic polygonal that seeks to approximate the lowest points of the Salinas Grandes basin. In the southern sector, corresponding to the province of Córdoba, the Salinas Grandes multiple-use reserve has been created, and in its center is a wooded and shrubby oasis called the Monte de las Barrancas Reserve. Number 17, Giant plants groundsels, are an amazing group of species found in the high altitudes of the Afrotropical regions. One of the most notable specimens is the Dendrosenecio caniodendron. It is a giant rosette-shaped plant that grows between 3,900 and 4,500 meters above sea level. Its woody stems can reach up to 8 meters in height and 50 centimeters in diameter. Each plant has 15 rosettes made up of evergreen leaves. These leaves measure up to 82 centimeters long and 22 centimeters wide. These plants evolved approximately a million years ago from a senecio that settled on Mount Kilimanjaro. Number 16, methane bubbles under the ice. In lakes and bodies of water, bacteria decompose organic matter, such as plants, at the bottom. This process releases methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. The methane rises and, upon reaching the surface, is trapped under the transparent ice. There, it forms layers of visible bubbles. These bubbles are usually harmless, but if they were to break the surface, they could cause an explosion. Lake Baikal, the deepest in the world, houses 1 trillion cubic meters of methane in its sediments. In winter, large bubbles of methane form under the ice. Some are so large that they pose a threat to vehicles traveling on the lake. This gas, by escaping from lakes and wetlands, contributes to global warming, creating a vicious cycle. Breaking this cycle requires reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Number 15, Marble Cave Chile. In the heart of Chilean Patagonia, on the shores of the vast General Carrero Lake, are the impressive marble caves, one of the most spectacular and least known natural wonders in the world. These rock formations, also known as Marble Cathedral, Marble Chapel and Marble Cavern, are the result of more than 6,000 years of erosion. The waves of General Carrero Lake, rich in minerals, have slowly sculpted these caves, creating hypnotizing patterns and colors. Shades of blue, white and gray reflect sunlight and water, producing a visual spectacle that constantly changes with the weather and time of day. The Marble Caves tour is done by small boats or kayaks, allowing visitors to get up close and explore the intricate formations from the inside. Navigating through the passageways and natural chambers, while the crystal clear water reflects the marble walls, creates a feeling of being in another world. This destination has grown in popularity in recent years, and local tour companies offer guided tours that include information about the geology and history of the site. They are not only a visual marvel, but also an object of study for geologists and scientists interested in the processes of erosion and mineral formation. The marble, composed mainly of calcium carbonate, reveals important data about the geological history of the region. In addition, General Carrera Lake and its surroundings are home to unique biodiversity, including various species of flora and fauna that depend on this habitat to survive. Due to their increasing popularity, cave conservation has become of crucial importance. Chilean authorities and environmental organizations are working to protect this natural heritage from the impacts of mass tourism. Number 14, Caño Cristales, Colombia. This river, also known as the River of the Gods, the River of Seven Colors and the Rainbow that Melted, is one of the most beautiful in the world. Through its crystalline waters you can see yellow, blue, green, red and black tones. This miracle of nature is due to Macarenia clavigera, an endemic aquatic plant that, upon contact with the sun's rays, burns Caño Cristales with beautiful colors. To visit this natural wonder, you must first arrive at the municipality of La Macarena, located in the department of Meta, and get on a canoe that will take you along the Guayabero River to the Sierra de la Macarena National Natural Park, where Caño Cristales is located. The trip itself is already impressive, because as you pass through the Guayabero River you will be able to see some exotic animals, such as turtles, birds, monkeys and perhaps some slugs. Once in the area, you can explore places like the Torres Pool, where you can bathe in a flow as colorful as a rainbow. There is also the Red Tapit, with an abundance of the Macarenia clavigera, Los Ochos, with a spectacular panorama of small water holes, the Quartz, a magnificent fall of threads of water that form calm crystalline wells, and Caño Cristalitos, a small river twinned to Caño Cristales. Number 13, Salto del Agrio, located in the province of Neuquén, is an impressive waterfall that captivates visitors from all over the world. Salto del Agrio has a drop of approximately 80 meters from the top of a canyon. The Agrio River, fed by the waters of the high mountains, creates this natural wonder. The waterfall bursts into a small lagoon, creating a spectacle of still waters that seem to have been united for centuries. The deafening sound and the wake of water create an unforgettable experience. The sunlight dyes the stones gold, creating a magical landscape. For the Mapuches, this waterfall has always been a place of worship. The monkey puzzle trees and the Copahu volcano guard this true postcard of nature. Continue along 8 kilometers of gravel road to the access to the waterfall and then 2 more kilometers on land to the parking lot. The monkey puzzle trees and the Agrio River accompany the route until the path ends next to a small stone mountain. Number 12, Valley in Jordan, is a geographic region that is part of the Jordan Valley Rift. This valley extends from the Sea of Galilee in the north to the northern shore of the Dead Sea in the south, following the course of the Jordan River. The Jordan Valley is the lowest altitude region on Earth, reaching approximately 400 meters below sea level at the Dead Sea. Limited by mountains to the east and west, it is made up of 3 areas: the Gore, widest and most fertile part, the Zor, narrow secondary valley where the river runs, and the Qatar or Qatara Hills. The Jordan River marks the western border of Jordan, while the Levantine Bank is located in Israel and the West Bank, Palestine. The Jordan Valley has witnessed ancient civilizations, from the Canaanites to the Romans and Byzantines. In this valley, Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the Jordan River, a sacred event for Christians. The ruins of Bethany beyond the Jordan, where the baptism is believed to have occurred, are an important archaeological site. Number 11, Bougainvillea Flower Tunnel in Yuchi. In the picturesque town of Yuchi, on the island of Taiwan, there is a natural spectacle that seems straight out of a dream, the Bougainvillea Flower Tunnel. This magical passageway is formed by a lush bougainvillea vine that twines over a path, creating a roof of vibrant colors. Bougainvilleas, with their petals in shades of pink, purple and red, are grouped in clusters and hang like garlands. When the sun filters through the leaves and flowers, the tunnel is illuminated with a warm, magical light. Visitors can walk under this floral canopy, surrounded by fragrance and beauty. This corner of Taiwan is a popular destination for nature and photography lovers. Each season of the year offers a different experience. In spring, the bougainvilleas are in full bloom, while in autumn, fallen leaves create a colorful carpet. Number 10, Derinkuyu, is an archaeological enigma that has fascinated generations. Derinkuyu, the underground city. More than 85 meters below the Earth's surface, this hidden metropolis spans 18 levels of tunnel. Derinkuyu is believed to have been occupied since the Septima century BC. The Hittites may have excavated the first levels around 1400 BC. Xenophon, the Greek historian, mentioned underground cities in his account of the expedition of the 10,000 mercenaries in the Persian Empire. The inhabitants of Anatolia dug their houses underground to protect themselves from invasions. Derinkuyu was a refuge against invasions of Cappadocia at various times. The ease of excavating the volcanic soil allowed for the creation of a multi-level city. Excavations began in 1963. Up to 40 meters deep have been explored, revealing the upper levels. The rest remains blocked or reserved for archaeological research. Number 9. The Buddha's Hand in Hangzhou. In the Chinese city of Hangzhou, on the shores of West Lake, lies an intriguing rock formation known as the Buddha's Hand. This natural enigma has captivated visitors and locals alike. Buddha's Hand is a rock structure emerging from the lake, with a shape that resembles an outstretched hand. Buddha's Hand attracts tourists and photographers seeking to capture its beauty and mystery. The surrounding area of West Lake offers a serene and picturesque setting to explore this unique formation. According to tradition, Buddha prefers the fingers of the fruit to be in a position that looks more like a closed hand than an open one, since closed hands symbolize, according to Buddha, the act of prayer. The origin of the Buddha's hand has been traced to northeastern India and China. In Buddhism, this hand is considered a gesture of protection, blessing and teaching. It is a reminder of the importance of observing our thoughts and emotions without holding onto them, just as we observe the Buddha's hand in the lake without trying to hold onto it. By being aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can cultivate greater mental clarity and free ourselves from negative patterns. Number 8. The Avenue of the Baobabs, also known as the Alley of the Baobabs, is an amazing group of trees of the Adansonia grandideri species that lines a dirt road between Morondava and Belanak Sirobihina, in the Meneb region, western Madagascar. This striking landscape attracts travelers from all over the world, making it one of the most visited places in the region. It is made up of 20 to 25 giant baobabs, some more than 800 years old. These endemic trees of Madagascar reach heights of approximately 30 meters. The area is the last vestige of the dry forest that once covered the western region of Madagascar. In 2018, the Meneb Antamina Protected Reserve, where the avenue is located, lost 7% of its habitat due to deforestation caused by fires for farmland. Number 7. Luyan Lake Wetland Park, a floating metasequoia forest stretches above the waters of the lake. The water prevents us from seeing the lower part of the trunks, creating the illusion that the trees are floating on the lake. The deciduous metasequoias change color throughout the year, going from fresh greens in spring to reddish and brown in autumn. Visitors can tour the park by e-boat, turning to avoid colliding with the giant trees that reach up to 45 meters high. Floating walkways and docks allow for walks or forest bathing. These deciduous metasequoias change color throughout the year, going from fresh greens in spring to reddish and brown in autumn. In addition, more than 70 species of birds coexist in the park. Another fascinating lake in Yangzhou is Slender West Lake, with gardens patterned after the Qing dynasty and a combination of bodies of water, waterfalls, bridges and bamboo forest paths. Number 6. Dead Valley. This place, also known as the Dead Valley, is a dry white clay lake surrounded by the highest sand dunes on the planet. It is an ancient lake that dried up centuries ago in its bed. The skeletons of dead trees stand, mainly of the species Vechelia areoloba, also known as hairthorns. These trees, burned by the relentless sun, remain standing thanks to the extremely dry climate. The red and gold dunes surrounding Dead Valley create a stunning contrast with the white clay and black trees. The tallest dune, known as Big Daddy, reaches heights of up to 350 meters. Photographers flock to Dead Valley to capture its unique beauty. Morning and evening light creates fascinating shadows and contrasts. Local legend suggests that the trees are ancestral guardians, petrified by their love for the land. Number 5. Vinicunca, the Rainbow Mountain, in the heart of the Peruvian Andes, at an altitude of 5,200 meters above sea level, there is a natural treasure that looks like something out of a painting, Vinicunca, also known as the Rainbow Mountain. It is famous for its 7 brightly colored stripes that stretch along its slope. These unique tones are due to the mineralogical composition present in the rocks and salt. From the city of Cusco, drive towards the town of Chicacupe and then take the fort towards Pitumarca. The colors of the mountain are due to specific minerals. The pink comes from red clay. The whitish color is due to the quartz sandstone. The green originates from phyllites and clays rich in ferromagnesium. Other colors include red, earthy brown and mustard yellow. Vinicunca has experienced an increase in tourism in recent years. Number 4. Diamond Head, on the Hawaiian island of Oahu, emerges a cone of volcanic tuff that Hawaiians call lake, but which decimonobena century British sailors named Diamond Head. This unique cone, known as Diamond Head, is located on the coast east of Bike. It is estimated to be approximately 200,000 years old and was formed in a brief but powerful eruption. The symmetry of the cone is due to its explosive eruption in contact with the water table. A walking tour leads to the edge of the crater, offering privileged views of the city and the Pacific Ocean. Its proximity to hotel resorts and beaches makes it a popular place for visitors. Number 3, Lake Hillier, on remote Middle Island, part of the La Recherche archipelago in Western Australia, lies a lake that defies logic and perception, Lake Hillier. Its most amazing feature is its deep pink color, which remains unchanged even when poured into a container. The length of the lake is approximately 600 meters. Surrounded by a sandy edge and a dense melaleuca and eucalyptus forest, Lake Hillier is separated from the Southern Ocean by a strip of overgrown dunes. Although the exact origin of its pink color is not definitively proven, it is believed to be due to organisms such as Durnaliella salina and halobacteria present in the water. A local legend suggests that the color pink comes from the blood of an aboriginal priestess named Yilba, wounded by a bullet from English settlers. Other theories point to red halophilic bacteria or algae in the salt crusts as responsible for the color. Despite its unusual hue, Lake Hillier has no known adverse effects on humans. Seen from above, it looks like a solid bubblegum pink, but from the shoreline, it looks more like a light pink hue in the water. Number 2, Danakil Depression, in northern Ethiopia, in the Afar region, there is a place that seems to have been torn from another world, the Danakil Depression. This inhospitable and mysterious landscape defies logic and perception. It is located at the triple junction of 3 tectonic plates, which has resulted in a complex geological history. It has developed due to the separation of Africa and Asia, which has caused rifting and volcanic activity. It is the hottest place on Earth in terms of average temperatures throughout the year. It is 100 meters below sea level and without rain most of the year. The Awash River comes here to die, unable to reach the Indian Ocean. Scientists study the extremist microbes that live here to understand the possibility of life elsewhere in the universe. Although no terrestrial life forms have been found in some parts of the Danakil Depression, it remains an enigma and a natural laboratory for science. Number 1, Socotra in Yemen, is an archipelago made up of the islands of Socotra, Ath al-Khoury, Sama and Darsa. It is located between the Arabian Sea and the Gulf of Aden, off the coast of the Horn of Africa, 200 kilometers east of Cape Gardafoui and about 350 kilometers southeast of the coast of Yemen, the country to which it belongs. Since 2008, Socotra has been on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Socotra is one of the most isolated islands of continental origin in the world. Its mountainous shape, extremely dry climate and endemic flora make it unique. The Dracaena cinnamomum, a strange-looking tree with an umbrella shape and red sap, is one of Socotra's botanical treasures. The inhabitants, the Socotri, speak the Socotri language and their capital is Hadabo. The trees are believed to be ancestral guardians petrified by their love for the land. And these are just some amazing, strange and fantastic places. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time.